and welcome to Farming Simulator 2017 Mod Map Showcase with me, Kevin Sawyer, and we are on the mod map by the name of HOF BERGMAN RELOADED versions 1.0.0.2, and it's made by the modder of the name Farmer Andy. And if you're watching this at a later date and the version has changed in some aspect, or has updated the version of it, you might find that some of the functionalities and aspects of the map have changed, so please bear that in mind if you are watching this at a later date. Of course, the link will be in the description down below for you guys and girls to play with for yourself and have a look round. One thing I would say is, well, a couple of things I'm going to say. You can see the on top right hand corner there, my balance there. That isn't your starting balance. It's about 20,000 whatever currency you're working in, whether it's euros or pounds or whatever. And if I go into the finances, you're probably going to see there's a loan here, which I'm going to probably pay off now actually. Finances, yeah, there's a loan out. Oh, loan is 75,000. I should stand corrected, so let's pay that off. So that's that out of the way. Obviously you're not going to have, if you haven't cheated any money in like I have. I admit I've done that, so just to demonstrate this map, because there's a few functions on this map which I think you guys and girls are going to like. Like I said, I've got this as part of my poll on my Facebook page, so please feel free, if you haven't already gone, vote for this as a let's play. But anyway, let's start off. We'll start off with what's in the yard. Here, this is where you can configure your vehicles and everything else. One thing I may say, if you're on a lower end PC, and you might have just seen it lag a bit there, if you're on a lower end PC you might find this is quite laggy, so please bear that in mind. And first of all, download, if you're going to try it, see how bad it is. Because what I noticed when I came in here, it was really laggy, it was really choppy around the farm here, the main farm. It was really bad. I saved it and came out, and it seemed to be working very well. It seems to be okay now, doesn't seem too bad. But anyway, as I say, I'm digressing. So this is where you can service and sort of like upgrade your vehicles. Over here, there's a question mark, but I know what it's for already because I've had a quick look around here. This is your wash station. So you've got a little pressure washer sat here. In here is just a barn, which you can stack hay bales in here if you really wanted to, but I don't think you have to. I don't know. There's a trigger here for them to appear in here or not. Looking at the map, if I look at the map and bring it up full scale, I don't see anything here. Let me just check the map to indicate. Oops. That's a sales point. No. Or a trigger of any kind. So I think you just can place bales in here at your wish, as you wish. In here looks like a whole grain mixer. Now, as you can see, it comes up with what you need in here. One thing I will say to you guys and girls what are interested in this map, another thing I will say is obviously there's a tractor in here as well. So this is basic storage, and I'll quickly just pop around and show you what's in here, all these little barns and everything. I think that's it for that. If you've got a lot of placeable mods already, especially like the pallet mod and the like noodles mod or the soya milk mod and quite a lot of other fruit type mods, I'd suggest taking them all out before loading this up, purely because this is where you got the looks like this possibly could be the sales point for straw or hay. There's a vehicle in here for a loading vehicle. Over here, hay dryer. Nice, that's pretty cool. So I guess you tip it into this and it dries it perhaps. Yeah, so I suggest you take all them mods out, all those other extra fruit mod types like said, Coca-Cola mods or whatever, any placeables that have some sort of script to them that has an extra fruit type, purely because if you have too many it's going to crash your game. I've noticed that it's a new thing with Farming Simulator 17. It used to just never load or it'd come up with an error, but now it just crashes your game. But this looks like pretty cool. It looks like potentially could be a stores place. Again, looking at the map, let's bring the map up. There's nothing immediately indicated on your map here, but this looks like some sort of hay straw drying facility. So you put grass in here, and here you go. So you can put grass in here, and it converts it to hay. That's pretty cool. These look like bales to me. No, they are bales. So let's quickly pick one up and see what happens. So this is a bale of hay. So does this just produce it in there? I guess it would. I don't know. Without looking round, or there must be a trigger in here somewhere. I suspect there's probably a trigger. Let's bring that down. And I haven't got my script up yet again to bring the triggers in. But I suspect it's in there somewhere. I promised myself I was going to do that, but I never got round to it. Let's have a look over here. Bring the map up again, because yeah, so these are like, you got some bags of stuff in here as well. Now, the unique thing comes with this, it comes with all these bits and pieces already integrated into the map. So if I show you what sort of other bits come with the map, if I go into purchasables, map add-ons, you'll get Farmer Andy's toolbox in there, a battery, and then that'll come into explain why for that minute. Silo tires, bulk bags, chicken feed, goose feeder. Now it looks like, don't know what that's for. Natural lab, don't know. Egg carton pallet. You can buy these all at the shop. Transport wood box. Transport box. Yeah, so you can get all them in. It comes as part of the download, so don't worry, you don't have to download extra mods, as I thought you did initially, but you don't. So this looks like you don't have to store it in here. What's this actual machine actually do? What's the dialog box? Oh yes, there's a pig feed machine. So this is, I've seen a placeable version of that, but you don't need it. You've already got it on the map. Let's see what's over here. Right, this could be the piggery. Could well be the piggery. Yes, it's looking like the pig sty. So you can, here we go. So it looks like you've got some pig feed already in here. There's a tip point here. I guess that could be for straw or hay. It's not baby pigs, look. That's cool. Little baby pigs. I don't think we've actually got any pigs yet. There must be a little dialogue box somewhere on here. Oh wow, you can open and close the manure pit. Nice, or slurry pit. Right. Over the other side of the piggery here is a goose farm. Yes, you heard me right, is a goose farm. Here, goose husbandry. So, you go in here. It should come up with a little dialogue box somewhere. It says. There we go. As you can see, it gives you what you need to get this thing up and running. Once you put all those things in, it'll start producing geese for you, which is the cool thing. So you'll start herding your own geese. Now, as for aspects for trailers, because there is a sales point on this map, and you're going to need to open this gate, come in here, and load up your geese if you can. To get in here, you may have to download a separate animal trailer that can take both geese and ponies and obviously pigs and all the rest of them. So it's something you might need to bear in mind before playing on this map. Oh, my keyboard's died. If we head over here, see, this is just the standard cow pen. You can buy the cows from here, and there appear in your. This is where your cows will be. Now over here, there was a question mark to show you where it is, but this is the milk point, so you can actually collect your milk from here and go and take it to sales point. Well, it might have popped up then. There's a door, nice. Oh, look at that, that's pretty cool, look at that. Now that's, you know, attention to detail or what? But that is pretty cool. Right, so let's go over to where the chicks. I think the chicks are back on the main farm. Now, they play more crucial than you think. Not the usual, oh, let's just sell the eggs game. Just jump over that gate rather than open it. They're actually got more of a purpose. Oops, come on keyboard. Got to replace the batteries in this thing. Just jump over there. You can actually open all these gates. These gates are fully openable like that one is. See? Makes a nice noise. But you have to care for these little chooks. You can't just forget about them. If I come over here, as you can see, you need to put some grain in here and some water in here. And then it brings up more chickens and eggs, which should be appearing there, I suspect. And we've got a tractor sitting in here by the looks of it. Don't think the chickens would naturally escape. Quickly cover what you get in the starting out vehicles. So, starting out vehicles, looks like you get the 2 tractors, 3 tractors, 4 tractors, 1 little bobcat or skid steer. Looks like a little Ford or New Holland Massey. Looks like a a forage gatherer. Looks like a skip trailer, grain controller. Trailers, tipper trailer. You may not get this tractor. It's only because I've got this as one of the mods that it's probably picked it up and thrown it in. You might get a subsequent tractor instead, as is for that bale trailer, because that skip trailer, because I've got another mod that I might have picked up and thrown in. The baby tippers. Looks like a cultivator, fertilizer, bucket, pallet fork, transport box, transport wood box, whatever on the earth that thing is. I have no idea. It looks like a mower. Yeah, I think it's a mower. Yeah, it's a mower. Weight, header trailer, fork, seeder, transport box, plough, weight, pallet fork, header, bale trailer, transport box, front forks, well, the lifter for the front loaders, or front loader attachment I should say, another weight, and that's it. That's all the equipment you get by the looks of it. So you get a fair amount to start off with, the basics pretty much. So I think we've covered pretty much. Cool thing about this little thing as well, I'll show you quickly before we continue on. Jump. If I where's the main farm gone? It's over here, isn't it? Come on, thank you. Come on, keyboard. I'm gonna go back to my old keyboard at this rate. I can see it coming. Weird thing about my keyboards, it works 50 meters away from my PC very well, or a couple of meters away from my PC. But if I'm sitting right on top of it, no, it doesn't like it at all. But anyway, talking to PCs, look, you get a little laptop here, which you can just press R to activate, and you bring up your shop menu, which is pretty cool. I quite like that. It's quite a cool touch. But anyway, let's head on over down to. I'll do it an anti-clockwise. So I'll start from here and work my way back round for you guys. So first, let's go to the water treatment plant. Now I don't know how this actually works. The only thing I can suggest is there's like a water treatment point over here, if I show you, where you can buy water from. See, there's some water in here already. You can fill up from here. It might cost you something, but I'll show you something else in a minute as well. Or it might just be free. I'm not 100% sure without trying it out. I don't know. But if you go over to here, well, not here, but I'm just checking that out. There's a slurry selling point. So I'm wondering if you sell your slurry to it, as it filters out the slurry, or it then produces the water that's left comes out here. But don't quote me on that. It's just a guess. There's a nice little shop here, look. Again, it's all in German, so you can't really, unless you decipher it, you don't know what that sign actually reads, but it looks like a little office anyway. Right, next bit. So that covers that bit. If I head now over to, I'm sorry, I'm not going to drive around because it just takes too long. Visit. Right, especially my keyboard playing up the way it is. Now there's like a here. You guys might be wondering what this is all about. This is like an actual waste place. See, now look at this bag of rubbish. that over time gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you'll find key places like that with those rubbish bags sitting around. And how do they work out? These could be just, it could be sales points. I don't see trigger marks around them, but I could be wrong. It could be subsequent things which you can dig out of that from recycling, but again I could be wrong without bringing up the control menu, which I still haven't got around to doing yet. I need to go back into the files and do that. Here looks like a sales point. Yeah, pallets, wood chip, compost, biogas, potatoes, tomatoes. Potatoes, sugar beets, eggs, lettuce, seeds, fertilizer, whole grain, bales. So it's like some sort of sales point there. It's always going to be there. Again, don't know how this actually works and how you need to drive it in here. But if I head over this way, I think it's over this way. There's a bloke wandering around here. Could be the tip point there for it all. I could, you know, I'm only guessing. Okay, I'll just have to hop over to it because it's on the other side of that wall. If I go here, wasted disposal, next door to it. Now look, those bags and that you collect, you can bring them in here. I'll go up to this question mark. Here is for unloading point for used tyres, garbage bags, and in order to get money in the game. Yeah, so you just throw the stuff, used tyres, whatever you find in that bin, and you'll get money for it. As soon as you throw them over that edge, you should get some money for it. You may even be able to tip them in with a tipper, perhaps, like something like this or like that. But again, looking around, it is quite detailed. A lot going on around here. Looks like some rusty cans and diesel oil sitting on the ground. Some tyres sitting there, but I think these already count as their waste. Yeah, these are like silo covered. Little office there. Looks like you come and go from here. Guy, workman just there, wandering around. Got nothing to do. Yeah, so this looks like the entrance point for it. Yeah, it works its way over here, but it looks a bit back to the water treatment, by the water treatment factory. So there's a little alleyway or a little pathway to it. But I'm going to move on to the next bit. Oops. Now, see this cow pasture. Right, I'm going to try and find a gate for this first of all. If I can remember where it is. There it is. Right, you guys might not be able to read that down there. It's quite small, but I'll try and read it from where I am. It says note: before you can bring animals to this pasture, Wiro fence, I think it says battery required. A suitable battery can be found at the shop, and so you buy from the dealership, which I'll show you in a second anyway. But so you have to electrify it before. It's saying basically you have to electrify it. So if you put animals and that, the water in here, the battery in here, it produces milk cows. Or it produces more milk, I assume. I'm not 100% sure. But you buy the batteries and you throw them in here. You place them down on this and it electrifies it. And the battery obviously depletes over time, so you're going to need to get new batteries every now and again. Which is quite a cool little touch. I quite like it. But that's one thing. Let me just wander over to this side. I think you guys are going to like this a lot. I accidentally mentioned it in my last map showcase because I thought they'd integrated it into this, but I got my maps mixed up. But it's here. Look. So you walk up to it and this little dark box appears. So you press R and then you have to key the amount in. I don't know what that's all about, but because if you put to a low amount it won't let you buy it, so you have to put the exact amount in. So I'll show you. Look, 240000. See, it won't let you buy it. So you have to 250000. Put the right amount in, and then you purchase it. Once you've purchased it, you can walk in here. You can probably still walk in here anyway. Or you could probably jump in here if you needed to. But once you bought it, then it starts manufacturing. Well, you need to put all the resources into it first. It starts manufacturing little ponies. It's got some ones already in here, but I don't think they're usable yet. So we come over to this little gate here and everything. Look, again, don't ask me how you'd load them in. I'm assuming you just back your trailer up in here and they get in, but don't quote me on that. But over here, or whether it's automatically sold to the market, again, I don't know. But if we come over to here, look, it goes ponies, 0.100 pieces, straw bale, building material, hay, or hay bale, litres, and the water, produce animals products, foals, and manure. So I'm assuming you'd either put the materials in and then you get the stuff back, or you have to go to that place, which I'm going to show you in a minute, and then load them in somehow. Again, you might need the specified trailer to do that. I didn't actually see. Let's have a quick look, see if the modder has incorporated anything in this. I don't see anything, but if we look in under animals, wherever they might be, animals, misc. Find the animals, where are you? Mothers. animals. See that the standard one only takes cows, pigs, and yeah, I don't see an extra. So you may have to look around for an animal trailer that's going to subsequently take all that. Again, I don't know for sure. Just, you know, try it, see what happens. If you find you do need an extra trailer, you're going to need an extra trailer. If you don't, then you don't. I don't know, so I haven't played this map enough yet. I'm probably going to download one just to be on the safe side, but you may not need it. But anyway, let's go over to the next part, which is where the livestock market is. So we go here. Now, it's not immediate apparent. Weirdly enough, it only appears when you're like over here. Look, you can just about see those figures there, but you walk up to here. Again, there's some horses or little foals in here. I don't know whether you sell the foals here directly. There's the geese, or you pick the geese up from there. Over here, see it comes up with an animal. So I'm guessing that is a sales point over there. Here you can buy or sell the cows if you want. It's pretty cool. I like the fact that they've got all the cows wandering in there and all the sheep wandering in here as well. That's a pretty cool touch. Makes it a bit more immersive. Looks like more pigs, sorry. Animal selling point. Over here, there's another little point over here, which again doesn't. It shows up, but it disappears as soon as you get anywhere near it. Which again, I'm not 100% sure what that is. Whether you can sell them directly there, or you can put them into auction. I'll try and walk away. See, it's hard to see what that is, but I'm guessing you back up into that. It's like another bag of rubbish which you can pick up. Again, all the sales points are going to have that something similar. There's a bloke looking at me like, what are you looking rubbish for, man? Again, just an empty bar. Not an empty little stable. That's pretty cool. Little piggery just sitting here. I think this is attached to that over there. Yeah, cool. Pretty awesome, eh, guys and girls? That's probably just a generic gas station, but we'll visit it anyway. Yeah, there we go. Pretty cool. So you can bring your vehicles up to this point and get some diesel. Dairy. This is obviously a sales place. Yeah, this looks like the sales place for your milk. Should bring your milk to probably around here somewhere. Oh, pallets. So pallets sell point there. Where's the milk sales point? Or does it not have one? It must have one somewhere. Or trigger. Don't immediately see it. Doesn't mean it's not here. Just means I don't immediately see it. There's more rubbish bags there. Look, accumulating. All the points are like they're the same. Again, very good. Like, you know, this is a very good map. I can see a lot of attention to details being brought into this map. A lot of attention to detail. I think the story behind this map was originally it was a 2015 map, but he's reworked it for 17. But he's obviously with the original map. I think, from what I can remember, you had to get a hell of a lot of other mods for it to work properly. Oh yeah, this could be the sales point here. This could be the sales point. Don't quote me on that because it's obviously German and I don't know what that says, but it looks like the sales point to me. So again, you can put your pallets here if you wish. So that covers more or less that point of it. Let's go to the next point of it, which, if we head over to the spinnery, let's visit that. Now there's a cool little thing in here as well, another cool little aspect which I'm going to show you when I get that point. So this looks like a sales point for pallets perhaps. So you'd probably pull them up into this, I guess. It's not immediately obvious. Not a square sitting around anyway, you can just dump them into. Or you could bring it over here, I guess, again. Can't pick these up. So you could throw them in here, I guess. This could be where the trigger is. But would do just a pure guess. Again, guys and girls, you're going to have to wander around and see what you can find out. And see if you can find it for yourselves. I suspect it is here. I suspect you just pull them up into this thing and it probably just goes ching. I suspect, but... or it is just a wild stab in the dark. Now if I head over this way, if I can jump the wall, no I can't. So I'll go back into map mode and then go to grain mill. Visit. Now again this is like a sales point, I think. I'm not 100% sure. That's some sort of machine, so you put grain in here. And it looks like it grinds it down to whole grain again, so it's potentially, and that looks like a loading place for that whole grain to be added. So you tip it, I guess. Just find a tip point or something for it. Ah, this looks promising. So yeah, you drive it up into here. Oops. Again, keyboard, stop mucking around. Drive it up into here. And pour it in, and then it makes it into a whole grain. I guess it's a faster way of doing it by machine the farm. And then if I go, I can get out of here. Where's the way out? Must be out here somewhere. All of these gates open and shut. There's the dealership. Which I can't get into. There we go. Might have to drive into it. There's a little ATM there so you can get money out if you need to. There's the vehicle buy place, so you can buy it. Oh, you customise and buy vehicles from in here. So, how do you drive it? You have to. Would you have to drive them in here? There's no way you could drive them in here. Must be another way in. Unless this door automatically opens when you drive in and out of it, perhaps. I'm not entirely sure. This does when you walk through it. I'm not sure if that might open if you've got a tractor on it. Let's test it. Let's just buy a random vehicle. Just buy this little Massey. This little Massey. Hurleyman. There we go. Oh, there's another little shop there. Might have to pull in through here, perhaps. Push both of them to open the gate. Oops. That's the downside. So you can customise it here. So what does that one over there do then? Is that just where you can buy the vehicles from? Ah, yeah, I guess that's where you just buy the vehicles from. and then you can drive and customise them in there if you needs to. Pretty cool. Does this actually work now I've got a tractor? Let's open up for me. No. How do you get out then? You can't get out, kids. It's like, no, we're not letting you out. Might only open the doors at a certain time, like 9 o'clock perhaps. There is that factor. Again, there's no immediate obvious way of getting this gate open. Let's quickly fast forward time, just to 9 o'clock, and see what happens. Might open its gates at 9. But then why would the shop be open if the gates don't open? We'll soon find out. Yeah, as I suspected. You have to wait till 9 o'clock before they open the gates. So bear that in mind, peeps. You might wanna, if you're buying any equipment, you might want to do it between sort of 9 till 5 sort of basis. We'll park this here for now. Right, okay, so we've done the dealer, done the grain factory. Go to this. Again, I'm not entirely sure what this is. I think it's another sales point. Yeah, it is. It's a sales point by the looks of things. Again, pretty cool. Oh, no, is that? I think we've done this one actually. Now, I don't actually know what this is all about. Farmer Alfred, it says. I don't know if he's stuck up a tree or what it's about. I think it's just a place you can buy pigs from or sell pigs to. Might be a competing sort of like person that buys and sells pigs from, perhaps. I'm not entirely sure, guys. I'll be honest. Got some bits and bobs and some storage here. Looks like potentially a sales point or a pallet point, because there's a little sign there. Pallet, whatever that is. Again, I'm guessing. He's got some little plantations going on in here. Again, well detailed map. A lot going on. A lot going on in the map. Here we go. I'm going to show you this little interesting thing as well. Visit place. Now, here we go. This is where you can sort of like buy and sell goods to mainly. So you can get like some milk and stuff in here, and she says hello to you and welcome. Nice day, etc. And so you can just drop your stuff in here, and then it gives you, it says money bags. I guess it just gives you money. Again, this only opens at certain times, like between 9 and 5. So you'll come up to this before those times, and the door's shut. You know it's closed for the day. I think the bank is the same, but don't quote me on that. This is, well, I call it the bank. It's not. It's the city building. Here you buy money. Well, you don't buy money. Buy water. So see how our water amount, available water at yard, is 0. So if I press pay money and then just type in a random amount, pay.
Hello.
Once you pay that, basically however much money you put into that then determines how much water will be available at your yard. So they go and pump that water. You don't have to collect it. You can collect it from here if you wish. You can buy it here, or we can take it here directly. Oh, slurry. Don't know.
Hello.
You can buy slurry from there, or you can just take slurry from there, wherever. But once you put that money in there, it doesn't happen instantaneously, but you'll find over time water gets delivered to your yard. Because I noticed that. I put some money in there thinking, well, what does this thing do? It doesn't do anything. And then I saw that it says available water in yard. It went up. Now over here, we've almost forgot. What was that? I didn't want to actually tag that place. I wanted to visit it. Now, you might remember this from 2015. Orchards. I used to love the orchards in 2015, and they've integrated this into the map, so you can sort of like put water, manure, compost, and it gives you apples and stuff in return, which is pretty cool. You've got one here, and it's got all sorts, you know. I don't know if you had to tip it to each individual tree or what, or if there's a trigger. Have a quick wander around. There's some sort of trigger over here. Water storage. Yeah, so you put the water in here, obviously it then starts automatically feeding these, or it collects water there and you use it to water the trees. Again, I don't know. It'd be interesting to find out, that's for sure. There's like some more barns over here. Yeah, some more storage barns here. There's a tractor sitting in here as well. That's as a gate, looks like it comes in and out of the orchard. Another little, just static scenery. So I'll just wander around over this side of the orchard and see if anything jumps out at me. The bloke walking around here, I don't know what he's up to. There's some boxes and stuff. Again, I don't know, do you pick those boxes up? One thing I didn't show you guys, I mean, I've just realised I didn't show you in all the excitement. If we go and visit this, did I show you? No, I didn't. Here, I forgot to show you guys this. So again, you have to buy it. Oh, I don't know. 350,000. This is where the other bits of the chickenry come in. This is just where I forgot to show you guys this, but as you can see, look. Chicken. Put some chickens in here, load of chickens and that in there, and it produces, there's a little hatchery and everything. So once you've collected some eggs, the hatchery's over here. Look, I forgot about this, I forgot to show you guys, sorry. I'll show you now anyway. It's moving. This little hatchery, look, you put the eggs in here, and then over time they become baby chickens, and then obviously you take your baby chickens and you go and put them into that. Put them over into the one of these facilities over here. But there's several of them. They all must do certain different things. This again, laid eggs, and then it puts it into pallet format. So you've got an option to put them either into pallets or put them back into the main bit, or whatever you really want to do. There's several different options around here, look. So there's a lot going on this farm, a lot going on. So again, there's a little dial-up box. Yeah, so several different chicken barns you can grow from at the same time, not just one or two. Pretty cool. So let's quickly see if we can run through here and see what's over on the other side. Did we cover that? Oh, it's just store placing, store bits and bobs. Several of these little farms going on here. Chicken farms. So again, it's pretty cool. That's a bit I forgot to show you guys. But that's next to the pony facility. So let's go. Let's actually go back to Civic Building. I'll show you guys visit the place. So it might have been enough time elapsed now for
Hello.
to appear in the yard. So if we go up to it, yeah, there we go. Look, water available in yard. So I don't know, because it says on the description that he says that when you get rain, it collects in your yard and collects in all the other places as well. So I did read that in the description. So you may not necessarily have to do that straight off the bat, but if you have a water shortage, it's good to visit there, or good to have a look. So this looks like the generic, well again it's not, I say generic, but it's completely overhauled sheep point. Again, I don't know where the pallets are going to appear. Let's have a quick wander around, see if we can immediately obvious. If there's a question mark or anything like that kicking around, normally there is, but don't know what's this over here. Cheese chamber. Very interesting. Don't know if they produce cheese. No, they don't produce cheese though. Unless you. Don't know. I have not got a clue on that one, guys and girls. Let me check the map what it actually says. Yeah, it just says sheeps. Can't open it. I can open it. Okay. Ah, there's a little thing there. Oh, or we use tip. It's either the tip point or the sell point. One or two. There we go. Sheep board. Sheeps 0. Feed 0. Water 0. Animals produce wool bales. Sheep milk, yeah, so manure. Nice. A nice new aspect to the game. Okay, let's go to the heating plant. Just because nothing's as it seems in this game. Or this map. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Look, you got the tip point, looks like the tip point there for the wood chip. Potentially a store place, perhaps, for more wood chip. You want to? Oh look, got timber there. Again, it's just a heating plant. Don't think there's anything else other than that here. Biogas. So you can put biogas in here, I guess. I'm guessing. Right, okay. We'll head up this way. This just looks like another cow pasture, yep, which you can electrify as accurate, same as the other one. And it produces more milk. Here, I'll go visit this now. If I show you guys this. This is like a place you can place placeables if needs be, but you have to buy it first. See? So it's 150,000. And you can place your placeables here, but like I said, be careful what you put on this map. I do it by trial and error, purely because if you put too much fruit type in here, it's going to crash your game. But you guys already know that if you're listening earlier. But here is another. If I can get my keyboard to work again, sorry guys. Work, keyboard, work. Right. Now let's have a look at this. Question mark. Vegetable growing. So you can grow vegetables here as well. So we walk in here, look. It needs grapes, which comes with the map. Water again, and then you get actual complete grown seed or grown vegetable, which is pretty cool. It's like red cabbage. Anything else? Cool. White carrots, cabbage, white cabbage, sorry. Come on, keyboard work. White cabbage. White cabbage. What's over here? Oh wow. Lettuce. Come on, keyboard. I'm going to hold this keyboard up in the air in a minute. Just to... Because as soon as I hold it up, and yeah, it's fine. As soon as I put it down again, it doesn't want to work. More lettuce. More lettuce. More lettuce. Again, that could be a place you could store manure, maybe. Looks like a sort of place you could store something there. Does this door open? Yes, it does. Tomatoes. I'm guessing these are all going to be tomatoes. 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 More tomatoes. Quickly just pop over here. See if I missed anything over in this. A little bit over here because I'm saying there's a lot going on in this. Ah, yeah, here we go, look. This is where that vehicle's placed and these crates are already sitting here, so I guess you load this up with like goods, whatever you want to load it up with. Again, world's your oyster. So we'll move over to the sawmill. Aha, so this again, you'd put your trees in here. Looks like the generic one from Two Rivers, maybe. Two Rivers map. Come on. So where is... There's logs going through here, look. Don't know if that's producing a pallet or if that's just static scenery. Looks more like static scenery to me. Come on. Could this be a sales point? It might not produce pallets here. I could be wrong though. My keyboard is definitely dying. Sorry guys. There is a tip point here for timber. So you put your timber in here. So this is probably the sales point, I'd say. Definitely the sales point for it. Don't know if it gives you pallets in return. Doesn't look like it does. I could be wrong. So you may have to bring the sawmill script, if you can, into here to start producing pallets. There's rubbish here, look. Let's visit this monastery. This number looks like another sales point to me. Yeah, some sort of. Again, there's some crates here. Look. So you can sell your fruits and your veggies to these lot, I guess. So it's just another sales point. Again, some more rubbish. It's probably a rubbish bag kicking around here somewhere. There it is, look. See, over time, they'll produce more, and you can go around collecting that and sell it. Biogas plant, I guess it's going to be generic. Biogas, yeah, it looks pretty standard. Again, the tip looks like a tip point. You just tip the silage into there. Doesn't look like it's got any bunkers though. Any silos. Oh, what's this? This could be it here. Where's the box? There. Slurry. Raw material slurry. Digestion. Okay. So where's the silos? Can we get in and out of this without any troubles? Oh, you have to open the gate. Okay. Ah, just falling in. There's no way of getting out either. It's a good place to hide. You're honestly stuck in there, stuck in there. I have to come back out. Don't see where you would. Don't see the bunkers where you can store, unless you just pour it all in here. I guess the chaff in here makes it into, I don't know. Perhaps makes it into that. Again, there's no dial-up box on here, so I'm guessing you just pour it straight in. Ah, it's a little panel over here. This might explain a lot. Biogas plant, biogas, products digestant, biogas. Alright, okay. So it looks, it's not the generic one. So it looks like you have to come over to this thing, feed this thing with slurry, and then it produces digestion, and then whatever other bedding material, and then you bring the digestion over to here, I guess. Substrate, biomass, digestion, biomass. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd say you pour chaff in here. That's what my guess is. Not chaff, but silage. But then where are the silos to produce it? That is the question. Because there is none here. I don't see anything that indicate that you can, and how you'd get about producing silage. I don't know. Unless it's over here somewhere. Hang on, what's this over here? It might be all next door, perhaps. Let's go and have a quick look. Might be key next door. And it could be nothing at all. That looks promising. That looks very promising indeed. Yeah. So again, you'd use this to get your chaff into silage and then offload it over to that. Pretty cool. Right, that's another cow pasture. I'll visit that. Again, this looks very similar to the other one. You can electrify it and everything. Oh, so they produce milk cans out in the middle of the field. So you can pick the milk cans up. Again, there should be a battery point here somewhere. There. Yeah. And so you can bring your cows and just drop them off in here, I guess. I don't know how you drop them off in here, but again, there must be a trigger somewhere in the field so you can just drop them off, or just whatever. I think that more or less covers. Oh, hang on, one thing I have forgotten to show you guys. Lime pit. Now this is where you can get lime from. I don't know what you'd use lime for. Whether you use it for spreading, I don't know. It does. Hang on, let's have a look. Question mark. I guess you use lime for spreading. Here is an abandoned lime. There's about 5 million tons of lime which you can use free of charge for your fields. Yeah, so you can use it to spread lime on your fields. Nice, because it's an abandoned mine. Abandoned lime mine. And I think that more or less concludes everything, guys. So I'll go back to the main farm. But I know it went on for a bit, but I hope you guys enjoyed the mod map showcase. If you did, again, feel free to like, and if you didn't like it, please feel free to dislike, but let me know why you didn't like it in the comments down below. If you know anyone else that may also enjoy this map and mod map showcase, again guys, feel free to share. It helps me out a lot, and I don't mind you guys and girls sharing. And if you're new to my channel, you'll see future episodes of, well, future mod showcases or anything else that I'm working on. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. TTFN.